tell them to turn their cell phones off. Yes, sir.
Dr. Moore.
All right, goodbye, Dr. Moore. Everybody wants to say hi to you. How is everybody? Thank you for attending Fine Arts Night to Shine. Fine Arts Night to Shine has long been an amazing evening where we get to showcase the hard work of all of our fine arts students and all of the months and minutes that they put into their endeavors in the fine arts. Now, we have the one-act play last. Of course, we have a lot of shows for your money, and we have some very good food. So I want to thank the folks that put everything together, our fine arts boosters, for doing a wonderful job. And I want to thank all of you folks for coming out to support the one-act play and for allowing your children to spend countless hours with me and the other directors. I'd also like to thank those folks. I think Mr. Cribbs might have already, but I want to thank Larry Cribbs, Frank Vesio, John Gully, and Dr. Carrie Ward for all their assistance. How many of you have ever heard, watched, know of the play Fiddler on the Roof? A few of you. That is a musical. This play, Tevya and His Daughters, written by Arnold Pearl, is based off the stories of Shalom Aleichem, the very same stories that comprise Fiddler on the Roof. So you will see a story of Tevya and his daughters. You will see a story of tradition, and you will see a story of how when tradition meets the future, love always wins. These students started this journey way back when in November. Myself and the other directors started this journey way back when in August. And that's how long it takes for a team sport like the one-act play to come to fruition. And so with no further ado, I want to allow the hard work of these fine students who at district were an advancing show, winning 2 awards. Gio Seja was named to the Honorable Mention All-Star Cast, and Wyatt Parker was named to the All-Star Cast. Just this past Saturday at my district, we won 3 awards as well. Honorable Mention All-Star Cast, Miranda Melendez. All-Star Cast, Gio Seja. And Best Actor, Wyatt Parker in the role of Tevya. So, I would like for all of you to put your hands together as these students make their way on stage to present Tevya and His Daughters.
Troubles of the universe on your back, I thank thee for the blessings of this night. It's me, Tevya, the drayman, with mud on his wagon, his horse, and himself, a man. But as it is written, a man may be in the mud, but he is never of the mud. He may be down, but he is never extinguished. As long as your teeth are chattering, dear Lord, you're alive. And this night thou hast performed a miracle. And as the Bible tells us, let there be light. Let there also be a celebration. Go, the children, everyone, arise, awake, a mazel tov, and a holiday. And as King David said, prepare for there came a day. And that day has come.
Do you know what time it is?
Mazel tov, my darling. Get the white tablecloth. Set the table.
Have you gone out of your minds?
Mazel tov, Golda. Mwah!
What are we celebrating, my beloved breadwinner in grass?
Behold, soup with noodles, stuffed gooseneck, roast beef, kiska. Now plus, wine fit for King Solomon himself.
Tell me, my helpmate, what insane benefactor has decided to be the countryside, including Tevya and his 7 daughters?
I'll tell you, and we'll celebrate our independence. Because, my Golda, hold out your nightgown. Behold, 1s, 2s, even 3 rubles notes count.
Mama, why are you crying?
I'll explain. When your heart is full, your eyes run over. It relieves the pressure. Dry your eyes and listen to your shlematzel of a husband. This food, drink, and money has come to Tevya honestly because of his labor and on account of his wits.
37 rubles!
Mama, that's no reason to carry on.
Let her cry. She has, your blessed mother, something to worry about. A house that leaks, a kitchen forever empty, and 7 daughters to marry off. She's entitled to her tears. As King Solomon tells us in the
Never
book.
mind the quotation. Tell us what happened. Begin at the beginning.
This afternoon, there was, as usual, no one. The horse and I were both walking in dust, for why should I tax the poor fellow to carry me?
Tevya!
As I was saying, we're walking and thinking. That is, I'm thinking. The horse is only walking. I'm thinking it's time for afternoon prayer. So I begin to recite, Blessed are they who dwell in thy house, O Lord. Thy house, I assume, is much more spacious than mine own. And just as I'm finishing, I see.
Who? My good man, we're 2 women, visitors from Kiev. We're staying in Boyberg. We went for a walk and got lost.
Could you show us the way to Boyberg?
And we jog along, up and down and around, until finally.
Mother, we're here.
Come on in. Tell me about yourself. Do you have any children?
Do I have any children? 7. However, I'm not complaining.
Well, help yourself, Red Tevya. Take what you'd like.
Excuse me, but don't expect me to start packing away when my gold and my 7 are in bed without supper.
You're a fine man, Red Tevya. Mother, fix Red Tevya a bundle of food for his wife and 7 daughters. Enough for them all. Now tell me, what would you like for yourself?
Now this is the worst moment. Now suppose I asked for 1 ruble when he might have been ready to give me 2. On the other hand, suppose I ask for 2 and he thinks I'm greedy and throws me out. So I take a deep breath and 3 rubles, please. Too much. Too little. Excuse me if I said something wrong.
Oh no! Throw that bundle of food in his wagon. Here, take this. Count it when you get home. It's more than 3 rubles, I can tell you.
My good man, I want to give you something else. I have a cow, a milk cow. She's a wonderful milker, 24 glasses a day.
We'll take the cow. Thank you. Bless you. I thank them, I bless them, I raced back, and I can't eat another bite.
It's wonderful, Papa.
Mama, why are you still crying?
I had a dream about your grandmother's idol, where my oldest are named. Just before your father came, I dreamed she brought me a milk pail, filled to the brim.
You see, Mama, it's a sign.
My darling, what shall we do with our fortune? First, what shall we do with the cow?
Well, the cow is simple. We'll drink the milk, then we'll eat the butter. Then what we don't eat, we'll sell.
And the money?
First, girls, go to bed. Put away the celebration and to bed. Come on. For one night, your 7 girls have been fed. Congratulations. But you still have 7, in one word, to get married. So therefore, we'll take the cow. If it is a cow, then we'll buy us another cow. Then with that we'll have milk, cream, butter, and cheese. And with me and the girls to make it, and you to sell it, we'll try to make a living.
Such a head. So, Tevya the drayman is now Tevya the dairyman. And he'll work and work, and the Lord willing, take care of his wife, his girls, and himself.
Already he's a dairyman.
I mean it. For the first time, I think I'm beginning to see a little light. No! No more deliveries today. Today we're seeing Lazar Wolf, the butcher. I'm opposed to the whole idea, but when Golda makes up her mind about something, it's done. Now go see the butcher, she says. He wishes to speak with you. I say no. It is written. She interrupts the quotation and tells me that every Thursday when our idol is in a shop to Sindra Papa, I wish to speak with him. I say no. She says,
Tevya!
and here I am. In the Midrash there is a quotation. A man proposes, but who makes up his mind? Go there. Laser Wolf! You're here! You're not here! It's me, Tevya!
Rep Tevya! Oh, I'm sorry you had to wait. I was about to butcher an ox. Oh, sit down. Let's talk like sensible people.
I'm listening.
Well, let's begin at the beginning. Compare the way things were.
You heard.
Of course I heard. Hey, butcher hears about things.
So what are you talking about? Tell me.
I'm talking about your daughter's idol. Your eldest.
You want my Zydo? No, never, impossible.
I gather you don't like the idea. Why?
Why, he asks. You're a butcher.
Hey, butcher always has meat in the house.
You're an old man twice her age.
Well, I'm not older than you are. And you're a young man.
You're a widower with grown children.
My children are married. And a widower has the experience of a mature man. I have 2 shops, here and in Bordeaux. In my attic there are hides, and my chest a little money.
Money is not everything.
If worse luck, your Zyder found himself a man of solid substance, a good provider with a mature head on his shoulders, and a sandwich chicken for father every week, plus no dowry, and a little something for all the other daughters as well. Why are you silent?
I'm thinking. And thoughts are private if you don't mind. Good looking you're not. Still, good looks are on the surface. Further, you're not a scholar.
We don't have to bargain with each other, Tevya, and to beat around the bush. Let's just shake hands and call it a match.
To marry a daughter is no trick. When God at his own pace decides to send for each or predestined one.
But this one you could get rid of without a dowry.
A daughter is not a piece of meat to bargain over. You still think you're in the butcher's store.
I'm sorry if I offended. I'll say no more. Only where is there in that Laser Wolf is not destined to be a predestined one?
A sensible answer. If it is meant to be that our Zydo will live a nice and comfortable life with Laser Wolf, the butcher, then it's written. But it is also written that the woman is not a dish rack. Therefore, Golda must be consulted, and also the girl herself.
Of course. Give him the pros and cons. I know your Gold is a practical woman. Meanwhile, take this goblet and have a drink.
Why not? As the saying goes, a drink is not so much.
Hey, roll a high this time.
Maybe a muzzle tov.
Drink!
Do you know what a treasure she is?
Oh, I know.
A jewel, a pearl, a diamond.
Oh, that's a shining example of a father of 7 girls.
Golda, if I'm a little happy, believe me, I have called.
Oh, I know. I've already got the pencil and paper.
What do you know?
Zydo's engaged to Lazar Wolf, I know. Without a dowry, I know everything.
How do you know?
If you think a butcher hears about a cow quickly, let me tell you, a mother hears about her daughter's engagement before that. Besides, my Tevya, after Laser Wolf, she staggered to the rabbi's house about the marriage contract, so there's a million things to do. We have to tell Laser Wolf about our Zydo's needs. She doesn't have a thing to wear, not even a pair of stockings. She'll need a silk just for the wedding. Blue is her best color. Right. She'll need a cotton just for the summer, a wool just for the winter, 3 coats, 3 petty shawls,
Blue.
2 pairs of other things.
You're going too fast. Other things. What's that?
Just write it down. 2 pairs of the things.
We made a good match.
Arzai will be a happy girl.
Thou hast moved Laser Wolf to take out Dr. Zidal without even a doubt. Now, where is the bride to be? Zidal! What's wrong? Hodel!
Look at me, Papa. Look at me.
I see I committed a crime. What crime?
Well, did it ever occur to you that Zydo has some feelings in the matter?
It occurred to me she likes to eat every day.
What does she want, Papa? That's the important question. Does she love this man?
We have the novels of St. Paris and Petersburg. Waltzes are not something to live on.
You're not listening to what I'm saying, Papa. The world is changing. People are changing. Zydo has the right to her own life. You made your arrangements. You had a drink on it. You signed a marriage contract. You set a date with the rabbi. Did you or didn't you?
I did. Now sentence me to prison for life.
Just because a thing has been done for thousands of years, it has to be that way forever? Talk to Zydo. Listen to her. Go, Papa. Ask her.
I'm going. What is it?
Tears. All I hear are tears. No. And tears.
Now talk to her. I'm the father.
Talk. But don't say too much. Laser will still grow on trees.
So, my biggest girl. My silliest, the biggest girl. Tell me,
Papa, I'm so unhappy.
why? Your father is asking why.
I don't want to marry him.
And the reason?
I don't love him.
Love, I'll tell you about. Love doesn't always happen in the morning. Sometimes it takes all afternoon.
I'll carry stones, I'll dig holes, I'll be a servant for the Gentiles.
What terrible life am I sending you to? I'm rescuing you. No more 3 to a bed, no more without supper. Look at the dress you're wearing.
I couldn't, Papa. Never. I'd be fed and warm, but in that house, I would die.
So much you don't want to.
Please, Papa, have pity on me.
Tevya's daughters will never be unhappy. Hungry, maybe, but never unhappy. You don't want to marry him, that's all there is to it.
Can I talk to you, Papa?
Something else.
I think this is the best time. It's all right. Come out.
What's going on?
Papa, you know Multicam's oil.
The tailor. What are you doing here?
I what, Reb Tevya?
That I did not ask you. What I asked is, what is Moto Kamzoil doing in Tevya's ball?
I came because I have a match for Zydo.
When did a tailor become a matchmaker? Is it a good match?
Like a glove fits a hand, we love each other.
We gave each other our pledge over a year ago.
You gave yourself your pledge. And where was I?
Oh, nothing like that, Reb Tevya. You see, I've been working in the shop, so that when I came to ask you, I would have a little to start a life with.
What? No, father doesn't give a dowry anymore.
Up until recently, Reb Tevya, no offense meant, you weren't really in a position to.
That's not the point. Now let me ask some questions. The father asks questions. So, how do you suppose you're going to support my Zydo? A tailor with one shirt to his name.
When you married your golden, did you have a large mansion?
All right. Pass. What kind of family do you come from?
My family's my family. I got a trade. That no one can take from me. The name I haven't made yet.
You know what? That's a good answer. But still, to deny a papa's rights, to go and pledge such a word without a drink or a little arguing back and forth.
We're doing that now, aren't we, Tevya?
He may be only a tailor, but he's a good man. He'll make a living by the sweat of his brow, like his papa. You won't change your mind tomorrow.
May I become a stone, a bone, and sink into the earth right here if I ever do.
And Zidon,
I love him, Papa.
thy will be done. Thou hast henceforth Motel Camzoil, the tailor, for Zidon, daughter of Tevya, daughter of Golde. Your mama. What are we going to tell your mama?
We'll tell her ourselves, Tevya.
You've already done enough, Papa.
No. And when Tevya says no regarding Golda, it's no.
What will you tell her?
The truth. The truth, as it is written, can be stated in several ways. If a little is left out, it can still be the truth. Or if a drop is added, that doesn't make it a lie. No, she's.
Wake up, Tevya, I'm next to you!
She's here. She's there. She's on top of me.
You're dreaming!
Can't you see her? There.
It's a dream, Tevya!
She's choking me.
Who?
Your grandmother's idol. No, for whom was idol is named.
My grandmother's idol?
How clear than life I saw her, with her arm outstretched and speaking so loud it was like thunder.
My grandmother's idol. Tell me your dream.
It was the same as yours, except she was coming towards me, with her arm outstretched. Congratulations, she says. You made a good choice.
Well, naturally, Grandma knew laser work.
No, listen. She said that Motocam Zoil will make Zidal a fine man.
The tailor? What does Motocam Zoil doing under the canopy with our Zidal? It's a laser wolf.
Listen. She says that Motocam Zoil is named for Uncle Mordecai. It's a sign he'll make her a good husband.
You didn't hear her right.
Please stop interrupting my nightmare. She said that they'll go old together. Then she took our Zidal by the arm and led her under the wedding canopy. When Moto was waiting and the wedding began.
It's a sign from heaven. Motocam Zoil is a ruler, then laser wolf. After all, he's named after my Uncle Mordecai.
It's a wonder I'm alive.
You'll have to go tell Motocam Zoil quick.
I'll do that.
Then I'll talk to Zidal.
First thing in the morning.
Oh, I come from such a fine family, Tevya. Did you ever know such a thoughtful person as my grandmother Zidal? To come all the way back from the true world of paradise to worry about one of my 7?
Did she have to frighten the life out of me?
It was an emergency. All right. Back to bed. A little kind of your ear to keep out the evil one.
It is written that each man has his own affliction. Meaning Tevya is a bit of a liar. Well, horse, we had a good day. We sold everything down to the last crumb of cheese. Therefore, as it is written, lift your voice in praise. I'll sing. Praise God and happy day. Wait, what's that in the road? A lone wonder. and also a skinny one. Nothing to worry about. No schlamazel. Whoa! You're going this way.
I'm trying to.
Also climbing. I have plenty of room.
That's very good of you. Thank you, Reb Tevya.
You know who I am. So if you know who I am, who are you?
I'm a man.
That I know. Your 4 feet you haven't got, therefore you're not a horse. But as we Jews say, whose are you?
As we Jews answer, who should I be but God's?
That too, I know, since all living things are His. But as we Jews say, from whom are you descended? Who is your father?
You know my father very well, Reb Tevya. His name is Perchik.
Perchik, the cigarette maker. And then you must be Fethel, son of Perchik.
That's who I am.
Ah, Perchik, now is your father.
He works from sunrise to sunset. The price of tobacco is up, and at the end of the week he has enough left over to make 1 cigarette for himself.
I see. Business as usual. That's good to hear. So, where have you been keeping yourself?
I've been studying in your Yakupits
Why?
to improve myself.
Improve is a good word. Study the Torah.
Yes, the Torah too is a good book.
2. In the Torah, my friend, you're on Tevya's home grounds. The 5 books of Moses
The
are...
Torah is not the only book of wisdom, Reb Tevya.
Let Tevya finish one sentence, please. In the Torah, there is a question. How shall the generations live while they're at schools studying? Answer that.
We live on what we eat.
A good answer. And what do you eat?
I eat whatever I can get.
You hear it, horse. This younger generation. Sons of cobblers and cigarette makers. Not they go into cities to become scholars. They live in garrets. They starve. And why? To improve themselves.
That's the Tsar's idea. The little father has lots of ideas like that, but our idea is to change it.
Change.
When all the poor get together, Reb Tevya.
I know. In your opinion, poverty is a gift of God. Listen, sonny. Work is noble, but money is comfortable.
Money is a curse.
May Tevya be so cursed and never recover.
You have a lot to learn, even if you are an old man.
You're certainly not shy. I'll say that for you. Even if you are as thin as a matchstick and less than nothing to look at. Wait! Whoa! And so, horse and Bethel perch. Take a deep breath. The air is quivering with Golda's blitzes and Golda's boards. Inhale! I'm home.
I like you, Reb Tevya.
I also like you. Your ideas I wouldn't give a kopeck for. Let your enemies have such ideas. But you can chase an argument up and down a flight of stairs, and this Tevya enjoys more than a glass of tea. So, when can you come and conclude this disputation?
I could come right now.
You're certainly not bashful. The smell? One thing I'm sure of, you'll enjoy my Golda's cooking and my daughter's company more to your taste than my arguments.
What I've been trying to get you here for the past 2 weeks is that things would be different.
I heard you for the last 2 weeks. In your world there'll be no wars, no poverty, no hatred. No Tsars, no Tsarinas, no Tsaroviches.
You heard me.
Also no Turks, no Russians, no Jews. Only people, all friends.
Now you're beginning to understand.
And on that day, the Messiah will be standing outside of Tevya's door. In person.
No, it's not a dream.
Who said it was a dream? The Messiah is not a
A
dream.
great man once said, if we will it, it can be done.
You're quoting. In the Midrash is a proper quotation. It happens, says the Midrash, that even an honest man may succeed. But rather,
Reb Tevya, you listen, but you don't listen.
I'm listening. You're talking changes. I'll tell you changes. First, fix the roof on the synagogue in Anatevka. Second, we need a new bathhouse. The old one, the walls will surely cave in while the women are bathing.
Papa, Pepper isn't talking about walls that need fixing.
What Fefro is talking about, Fefro can say himself. Third, we need a new hospital. Such a hospital would be a pleasure to get sick. There's a program for you. changes.
All right. Your bathhouse, your synagogue, your hospital. Where do you think you get such things? Out of thin air?
I'm listening.
Well, what you won't understand is what you're talking about can't happen unless everything's changed from top to bottom.
We've been doing a little bit of talking with Tevya. And reading. Hodel is a very bright girl.
Naturally. The apple falls not far from the tree. So I'll ask you both a question. My two intellectuals. This new world, the one that's coming after the 6th millennium. Does this new world have proper respect for the Passover and the Sabbath?
It's not so simple.
Wrong! Simple it is. Yes and no. A dispute on principle is fine. You want to rant against the Tsar, I'm your man. But don't try to tell Tevya that anything good will not have proper respect for the Talmud and the teachings of the prophets.
We didn't say that.
We? Now it's we. Listen, the both of you, we.
Let that friends. Every time he opens his mouth, you jump in.
Do you hear your daughter?
They're right. Every time you're listening, you're talking.
Tevya is silent. Is Tevya talking?
What I've been
I'm listening. Speak.
What time is it?
Why? You have an appointment with the Prime
I'm
Minister.
sorry, Tevya, but I have to go.
Again.
I'm sorry, but I must.
This I don't like.
I know.
I like you. My wife and daughters like you. You're a comfort to an old man. Like one of the family.
I feel the same way.
But this business of you getting up and having to leave, which is beginning to become a habit, this I don't like. Where are you running?
I wish I could tell you.
Secrets. What good ever came from secrets?
Papa, it's healthy if you don't know.
And she knows. For her it's healthy, but for me it's unhealthy. Explain.
I can't. I have to go. Good night, Hodel. Right, Tevya, can I speak with you? This business of my having to go and not explaining. If you don't want me to come back, just say so.
Tevya's door is never closed to a friend. A man who sticks to his principles. Go. When you're finished, come again.
As soon as I can.
Crazy as a bedbug. But a fine boy. His ideas. Stay away from his ideas.
Well, you said it yourself, Papa. He's a person of principle. He's the kind of person when he says something, he means it.
Ah, he's principle.
Enough principle, enough talk. Your papa and I would like a little peace and quiet. We have a few things on our mind. Don't you see what's going on under your own nose?
What are you talking about?
Take the cotton out of your ears and open your eyes.
They don't know each other 2 weeks.
Takes time.
You know what you're doing, O Lord. I hope you do. And blessed in the coming marriage of my daughter Hodel to Perchik.
What?
They're getting married.
My whole do a back for a purchase?
There will be a ceremony. The rabbi is coming. Don't upset the children. Those two, they would surely run off and get married alone. Now tell them the ceremony is about to begin.
Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, who has created man in thy image, and woman out of his frame to stand beside him. With this ring,
be
thou consecrated to me,
thou consecrated to me,
according to the laws of Moses and Israel.
according to the laws of Moses and Israel.
Step on glass and break it. Amen.
And everyone into the house. A little soup, a little music, a little challah. And behold, they did a joyous ceremony and now the joy is overflowing. Inside my children, everyone is waiting. This is the face of a bride 1 minute old. Tears.
I don't know how to tell you, Papa.
So I'll tell you. 1,000 million did it before, but to every new bride after the ceremony, it always seems dark.
We should have told you before, but we didn't want to spoil the wedding.
What is it? Speak.
The reason we didn't want a big ceremony is I have to leave.
You have to go.
In a short time, I have to go away.
And Hodel,
I'll stay here till he sends for me.
the words have only just reached God's ears and you're parting from each other.
We have to.
You stepped on a glass, my son. Do you know the meaning thereof? To remember the destruction of the temple, of course. But first to remember that a marriage is like a fine glass. And be careful or you'll break it.
This is Peppo's work. This is what he has to do.
He has to. Why? Where are you going?
I've said as much as I can.
Secrets. Now! More stupid secrets! Me you can tell your
You
father!
have to trust him, Papa, and believe him.
No! He'll tell me. He'll explain. What do you do? Where are you going? What is the secret you can tell me? Answer! This wonderful work you do, why is it such a terrible secret?
Because they try to stop us.
Who tries to stop
The
us?
Tsar, his police.
Then don't do it. It's wrong, don't do
It's
it.
not wrong, it has to be done.
It has to. Why? What good is all your talk if you can't tell a man like Tevya?
We go among ordinary people. We ask questions. We try to get them to understand the answer to their promises in their own hands.
So go among the people here. We have ordinary people, we have
I
problems.
tried to tell you that there's more to this world than this little patch of earth here. There are factories and farms and cities.
You love this world, it's understood. You believe in justice and the factory is wonderful. You wallow in good deeds.
Papa!
I'll finish. This is your principles, as you call it. But in life you married my daughter. And now you desert her. Listen. Tevya's world is Tevya's daughters. For this important world, what are you doing?
I've tried to tell you.
No! Talk only about this much of the world. Only so much.
Try to understand this, Papa.
You stood beneath a wedding canopy, which is the hope of a home. You spoke God's words. If you go without my blessing. Is there anything in the world like the sound of a fiddle at a Jewish wedding? Tonight is 6 weeks, O Lord, since Hodel has not seen a faithful virgin. And
I have news, Papa. He's far away, and he's serving time. They're sending him away to Siberia.
the far reaches of the north.
This is goodbye, Papa. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to join him, and I may never see you again.
Do you know what you're saying? You go after him. Do you know what it's like in the far ways?
Papa, I have to be with him.
Who ever heard of a young girl marrying a man so she could follow him into exile?
Papa, it's bad.
What shall I do? Fall on your neck and plead with you? Or shall I tie you with the rope? Go. Tell your mother goodbye and go. Travel to the other end of the earth where it's forever frozen and there isn't a Jew for 1,000 miles. This is the bed you made. Go lie in it.
Papa,
What thing? This news should make us celebrate. It's a little crowded. There's a story in the Midrash.
What, Papa?
A lot of words.
Tell me.
Go. Wherever he is, that is your place. Look in for your own face and you'll have the answer. For 6 weeks he's gone. For 6 weeks the color is gone from your face. You eat, you breathe, but you're not alive. In your mind, you're with him already.
I'm afraid.
And be afraid. It's permitted. Only fools are not afraid, and the daughters of Tevya are not fools. You'll be together. You'll whisper, you'll laugh, you'll cry. But you'll be together. So go. Tell your matchstick in the wild that Tevya commands him to take care of his child. Tell him I rely on him as a man of honor. Tell him also I send more than my blessing. I send my daughter. And once in a while, write your old papa and tell him you're both alive. You know what I'm thinking, O Lord? Tevya, leave the management of the universe up to God. I have my own work to do. Besides, I talk too much.
I'd like to introduce some of the actors. So, can I have the rich merchant, merchant wife, and merchant's daughter to come out, please? And take a bow. Melissa Wolf and the rabbi. Motel Camzoil the tailor and his bride Zeipel. Pfeffrel Perchik and his bride Hodel. And Tevya and his Golda. Thank you all once again for coming out to support the One Act. These kids, they run marathons every single day. Some weeks they're able to attend an entire day of school. The others, they are all across the state of Texas, making their parents and their teachers and their administrators very proud at all of their accomplishments. So I appreciate all of your support. Yes, sir, Mr. Cribbs?
Crew,
Did I miss
The crew.
the crew?
Oh, man.
Without the crew,
Yeah.
there is no one-act play, no production, no light. So, would our stage manager, Yvette Elizalde, come out, please? Specials on lights, Victor Velasquez. Backstage runner, Keenan Puckett. And the unsung heroes that make the sound pretty and the lights look nice. Mercy Manzanales on lights. Lighting at district. And Cesar Brutus Reyes on sound. All right, everybody. One more time, everybody come out and give one more round, one more bow to the audience. You deserve it. You put in a lot of work, folks.